So I said, I have this notice to appear in court tomorrow morning. But as far as I can tell, I can sign this affidavit, but that notice to appear in court doesn't just disappear. So I need there to be a clause in here that says Theranos won't sue me. So in pencil at the bottom, he writes, Theranos will not sue Tyler for 2 years. I said, 2 years? That is not long enough. So he crossed out 2 years and wrote forever. So now in pencil at the bottom, it says Theranos will not sue Tyler forever. And he brings it to the lawyers. I think I've totally outsmarted them. I think there's no way they're going to agree to that. I thought this is where the negotiations stall and they go home. But they called my bluff. We all came back from the same room. They said, we've given you everything you've asked for, so go ahead and sign this document. But I could tell based on their demeanor that this negotiation was not going well for me because they looked very happy with themselves. It felt like every single person in the room knew that I was about to commit perjury and that it would be making them very, very happy. So I couldn't think of any new excuses to not sign. So instead, I just said, Elizabeth has had lawyers look at this with her best interest in mind. So before I sign this, I need to have a lawyer look at this with my best interest in mind. And my grandfather had a visible eye roll and said, all right, if my estate attorney says this is okay to sign, will you sign it? So I said, sure. So he took the document and he went to go fax it to his estate attorney. And I went into his kitchen and I was flipping through his physical contact book, trying to find his attorney's phone number. And luckily, my step grandmother came into the kitchen and slapped a piece of paper in my hand with a number written on it. And she just said, go outside and call him.
Oh.
So I took all these documents. I stepped outside. I called the lawyer. And when he answered the phone, I was panicking. And I said, my grandfather's about to send you something. He's going to tell you to tell me that I have to sign it, but you have to tell him that I cannot sign it. And he was just like, whoa, slow down. Who's representing them? And I had this letter in my hand. So I said, they're being represented by someone named David Boyes. And he went, holy shit. Yeah. Do you know who that is? And I learned that he is known as the #1 corporate gun in America, that he famously shredded Bill Gates in the Microsoft US government monopoly lawsuit, that he is the Clintons' lawyer, that he was a lawyer in the hanging Chad election. He then became Harvey Weinstein's lawyer. So this estate attorney said, this is very serious. You need to come up to my office now.